Yo, yo, yo.
Woo. I need more energy than that, damn it. Hey.
Look a little different over here, man.
Hey. What's up, gang?
What up, man? What up? Yo. I like it. Welcome back to another episode of the Gentlemen's Club Podcast.
Woo. Nah. This ain't just another episode of the Gentlemen's Club Podcast. Let's not do that.
All right, episode 100, right?
Drop the bombs,
man. Give me some bombs.
Yes, sir. 100. Hey, good, bad, or indifferent. We made it.
Right.
We made it.
It feels good to not be sitting by my fucking self. Back again, man.
Yeah.
My boy Joshy Ty is back with us.
Thank you for having me,
Of
gentlemen.
course,
Thank
man.
you, thank you.
You say thanks for having me, nigga.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It was always your spot, man. How you been, bro?
I've been good.
Yeah?
I've been good.
Now you gonna keep it light or we gonna keep it real?
Yeah, how real are we gonna be in this one?
What y'all want to talk? How real we gonna be?
I mean, well, first of all, we ain't never throw no money on it, but you owe me some money.
I owe him some money.
Yeah.
Oh wait, on what?
We made a bet
Okay.
on by the time he was 30.
Ah.
By the time he was 30,
Aha.
you would be either married or on your way to being married. We
That's
made
true.
that bet.
That
I
is
will
true.
go back and find the footage.
That is true.
I remember it.
Really?
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
Hey,
And I said I would or I wouldn't.
I think I believe that it was going to be before or by the time you're 30.
Ooh.
I know for a fact that I did say that.
Ooh.
speaking of, by the time you're hearing this, Joshy Ty will have turned 30.
We'll be 30. Hey, big
Of
Rio.
course.
Happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, brother.
How was?
My wife made you a cake, by the way. I don't know if
she?
I'm supposed to tell you that or not.
Oh, is that what was on the stove? Yeah. Oh, that's love, man.
That's love. That's beautiful.
Your wife be baking, dog.
I love
Yes.
Stay blessed, man. Stay blessed. Yo, how is your the last time that we sat on this couch? I would say that you were a completely different person. Would you agree?
it. Absolutely.
And give me a whole feeling of what that transition has been like from the joking guy that you used to be at the moment to the guy that you are today.
I'm a lot more serious now, guys.
I can tell.
Welcome to the club.
That's just trash.
I think that's the sad part about
I hate
adulting.
that
is
shit,
like,
man.
You got to be really serious.
Yeah.
But no. Life has been beautiful. I guess since I've left the now couch.
Right.
Gentlemen's
No
Club
more
set,
chairs with tables and shit.
I've officially moved out of my
For
old
some of
apartment. The old
Okay.
bachelor pad is gone.
Right. The new spot is nice though.
But bigger than moving out of the bachelor pad, I'm currently engaged to my future
Congratulations,
wife.
man. Congratulations.
Shout out to her.
Shout out to her. Shout out to money.
So wait. So before you go any further, so I got our save the date and everything. We RSVP'd and everything, and I like how at the end you guys got a nice little touch on it. It's like, are you team Josh or you team D, or are you team both?
Yeah.
And my wife goes, I'm team both, and I was like, nah, fuck that, I'm team D.
I already know I'm gonna lose that, and I put it in there for the simple fact of like I'm not gonna win. Team
No, you're
Josh
not.
versus
No,
Team D.
no, I'm on her side 100%.
It's okay. Well, all her friends are on my side, so maybe it'll balance out.
You might win that one. Yeah.
All the friends love you and whatnot.
Oh yeah. The thing about like her friends is that we've been friends for a long time. Like, and so I've been friends with her friends for probably like 7-8 years.
Oh, so that was an easy fit-in, right?
Yeah, we have our own individual relationships. And like that's the beautiful thing is like if she's going out with the girls, they'll call me and be like, "Hey,
Are
you
you
want to
coming?
come grab a drink? We're not at dinner anymore." I'm like, "Not really."
Damn. It's not as fun. Even though you cool with him, it's not as fun.
It's cool, but
Being
like
the only
being the
dude.
only dude.
In a group of drunk women, it sounds fire.
They ain't got no boyfriends?
No.
Damn.
No, it's like 8 single girls, and I'm their therapist.
And your fiance.
and my fiance,
and
and my
the
fiance,
therapist.
and I'm
man,
the
stay
therapist.
home.
So
Hey,
like,
hey,
That's
stay home with the dog.
crazy.
yeah.
I'm
Like
cool on that.
after the last time I hung out with him, I'm like, yeah.
It's not for you.
And I like when she goes out for girls' night, I always try and pregame before she comes home because she's gonna come home feeling good, and I'm like, I don't like to be sober.
Is that brunch theory true?
1,000%.
Oh, picking a girl up from brunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta take a couple shots for you.
You got to prepare to get raped.
Don't go in there sober.
You got to prepare to get raped.
You
afterwards?
go in there sober if you want to. You're gonna be mad as hell.
You're just gonna be irritated.
Because
Yeah,
it's
you
just
never-
stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah, you
gonna
never
be
want to go
irritated.
around a bunch of drunk girls ever. Like that shit don't never hit.
Unless she's single.
Even then, no, it's still like mad unattractive.
Yeah.
Like
I
just
mean-
keeping it a buck. Like nah, it's still mad unattractive.
You don't like drunk girl? Never mind.
Relax. We not going there.
I'm kidding.
But anything else that's happened with your transitions from at one point being a single guy to being engaged?
A lot of it was just like my focus mentally. I think a lot of it was growing as an individual.
Okay.
I think having a time to be single and be by myself allowed me to kind of like focus on my internal growth,
Right.
on my own mentality, my own
Shit.
health.
Rim, you do me a favor. Will you grab that bag for me, dog? Sorry, not trying to interrupt.
We
Continue.
good. We good.
Continue.
But like my own health, and I think like that was the most important part. Was I had to align with myself first, and then once I got aligned with myself, I already knew who I wanted to be with. So I just had to, go ahead, put the shoes on, and do what I had to do.
No doubt.
Tie the shoes up. They were already on, but I had to tie them up.
I feel you.
Interesting, man.
But yeah.
Any regrets?
Any regrets about getting in a
Or just
committed
You
relationship?
cannot. No. No. I'm
trying to ask the hard questions.
vetoing that question.
No,
man.
he
trying to
could-
ask
he
the hard
could he could ask, and I will say no. Like I feel like during the time period where I was alone, I made sure that I was aligned with the type of life that I wanted to live when I got in a committed relationship. So it wasn't like I got in this relationship and like you see a lot of dudes, they're like, man, I still want to kick it at the bar and hang out and be with the guy. I
You
don't
gotta get that shit out of your
I don't
system.
really care to do that. Like,
Right.
I'm sorry, like I love you guys, but my girl is a lot funnier.
That's real.
I mean, she's probably more fun than me.
Yeah,
That's real.
yeah. That's my dog. That's my best friend.
Of course. I feel like that's how it should be.
Yeah.
You should enjoy spending more time with your girl than you do you guys.
Yeah. Yep. She's
Hey,
there
and
every day.
if you don't, is that a red flag?
Ooh,
Is that a red flag
Good question.
either within yourself or within your partner?
It's a conversation, definitely. I don't know if it's necessarily 100% a red flag because you can work your way through those kind of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's definitely like you got to stop and think. It's like, why is that?
why do I not enjoy spending time with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not why don't I enjoy spending because if you don't enjoy spending time with them, you need to be gone.
That's another
anyway.
red flag.
But it's like if you enjoy, it's like I'd rather hang out with my boys and kick it with her. It's like that's a conversation.
But do you guys ever run into that problem of spending time with your guys and your girl? Like obviously that seems
Together or like
just
separate?
maybe
making
even
time?
separately, because like I feel like there are guys who do make time to spend with their girl, and then there are the guys who absolutely don't. I also believe that there are the guys who make time to spend with their girl, but the girl still wants more time.
It's a tricky balance, man. That's why you got to have those conversations about personal time,
Yeah.
time with your friend, like time to be my own individual, but at the same time, it's like I still want to be with you, but I also need to be me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest part for like guys that get in committed relationships is making sure that they still have time for themselves. I think a lot of times as guys we get so tunnel focused, like relationship, I love this woman, I will always want to spend time with her. And you have to remember you have to still be yourself to be able to have a successful relationship with her.
For sure.
So
A
yeah.
lot of therapy talk coming out of Josh, man. Holy shit. Times have changed. I got to be toxic now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not the toxic one on the show anymore. I know, I'm sorry. I'll let
Man,
you
that
guys
shit is
down.
funny, man. Just curious. What
Oh,
else is
yeah.
going on? Hey, all right. Quick question. Just if we get, because you guys are big on the sports thing.
Come on.
AB.
Fam.
Oh, the Tom
I
Brady
forgot
picture?
about that.
No.
The naked in the pool.
Well, yeah, that was first, then the Tom Brady.
Then the Tom Brady picture.
What was
yeah.
the Tom Brady picture?
He posted a picture of him and Tom Brady's wife.
And her like jumping up in his arms.
It was at a game, so it wasn't like in private or nothing. But it's a weird thing to post.
I get why him. I get why him and Kanye got tight. That's just actually starting to make a little bit more sense.
That's suspect ass behavior. Yeah, it's really funny behavior.
Bro,
I
you
don't-
see the
I don't-
tweet though?
from Kanye or from
AB?
No, bro, I don't follow AB. I don't.
Let
pay
me
attention.
nah.
I try to not pay attention to AB as much as possible.
I'm with you. The tweet was something along. Nah, okay. Nah, he wild. Nah, he wild. But the tweet was along the lines of somebody let the NFL teams who are looking to pick me up that they should definitely pick me up because I'm the only player who isn't afraid to show the D. Some along being quote unquote. Yeah, bro, it was wild. I don't know. I wish I had. I'm gonna see if I can find it.
I'm gonna say this because I don't think I've said this on this podcast before.
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Antonio Bryant is the perfect example of why concussions it matters.
Yeah.
Antonio Bryant, for those that do not remember, he was a very wholesome player when he first came into the league. It was very, he was always entertaining. He was always good on the field. Like, that's never been in doubt. But if you remember, he took a hit to the head from was it Montez Perfect? From the Bengals. It was a player from the Bengals. I think that's who it was.
It was nasty too.
And ever since that head injury,
his screws was loose.
AB has been wilding the fuck out.
Yeah. Damn. Yeah.
CTE is real.
It is.
Prayers for Tua.
That's tough.
It is. And
I never actually saw that actual hit.
But for Tua?
No, for AB.
For AB, it was
Yeah.
bad, bro.
Yeah,
No, I saw it because they posted it right underneath his tweet that he had thrown out there and whatnot. And I was just like, ugh, that's a nasty ass hit.
Yeah.
But you were able to see like a significant change in him from the time that he got cracked?
It was like night and day, a different person ever since.
Really?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like all the wild and shit that he's known for all happened after that hit.
Yeah.
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
Plus the hard.
Sad story.
That's tough, bro.
I don't know what Kanye's excuse is.
Well, White Lives Matter.
I was trying to avoid that because it's going to be dated by the time this podcast airs, but come on now.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about it?
Yo, I can't. I felt like the whole little antics from Ye was kind of done and over with.
Yeah, I thought he was moving in
because
a better,
he's been too focused on his battle with Gap and everything like that.
Yeah.
And Adidas, and I thought that was I didn't think we would see anything more that came from that. Obviously, we will because whatever Kim decides that she's gonna do next is gonna be something completely different.
I think he was doing like promo for was it Balenciaga show that he put on and they were walking in the mud.
Bro, y'all don't be tired of this shit
I'm super tired.
because like
I'm trying.
it's not even just along the lines of what Ye does, but just whenever somebody has to try to sell something.
Oh yeah, they create a scandal.
Or they create something that makes everybody be like, yo, what the fuck is
we
that?
just talked about it with the baby.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I don't like it's us though, man. How come it feel nasty when it's always us?
Yeah.
It's like, when do you start trying to?
Oh, it's the others too, but we notice us.
Yeah.
It's everybody does it, but we notice us.
Yeah, I guess the way that they go about it, if it's not us, is it's a little bit more. Like if you think about the Kim thing, it's just like, okay, she what she do? She do the photo shoot after the breakup from Pete.
Yep.
Everybody's going slimmer, which is also weird.
They got the reverse BBLs.
Yeah, the reverse BBL. That shit looks
So I'll say it like this: like the world is so segmented as far as social media is concerned that we don't see a whole lot outside of our culture if we don't go looking for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, motherfuckers be wilding in other cultures too, but we talk the loudest.
Yeah.
Not in an ignorant way, but like
we're
gonna be heard.
Spotlight is on us.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense when we practically are the culture. That makes sense.
Yeah.
We are the culture.
Unless you're on Reddit, you don't see it.
That's facts.
For real. Like
Reddit
if
be
you're
popping like that?
Reddit, you see everything.
Yeah.
All
Unedited.
kinda, yeah.
Yo, I tried to get on Reddit. That shit don't work for me. Like,
Speaking of, I had a Gentleman's Club Discord put together. That's a.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know what happened.
What do you mean?
We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
all right, no
Okay.
doubt.
Gentleman's Club Discord. It's out there.
Yeah.
You want?
Go follow the Discord.
While we talking about nasty behavior, you want to talk about Joe?
Oh yeah,
Joe.
yeah. Joe Budden. Joe Biden. Joe Budden. Which one?
Which Joe?
Which Joe?
Joe Budden.
Okay. Yeah.
What did Biden do?
And pick a day.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But Joe Budden, and I sent you this clip.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I thought the audio was going to be in there. I skipped the episode.
Oh.
So I didn't actually hear the comment in the episode.
Well, they took the episode down.
Yeah, they took the episode down. All of a sudden, it just stopped playing.
Yeah.
So there was millions of people listening to it,
And it just cut.
It just cut, stopped playing. They took it down and then re-uploaded it later. But basically, they was joking about condoms and what point. I was listening to the newer episode.
Mm-hmm.
I hear exactly where that could have went.
Mm-hmm. Oh, how it came about.
Yeah.
Well,
Great editing.
So basically, Joe more or less admitted to
stealthing.
He used to fake putting on the condom.
Yo, that's wild.
The thing is, it's not funny, but why would you think to say that shit out loud is the wild part. And I know, and don't get me wrong, they've always been known to say some wild shit on there, but it's just like, bro, with all of the shit that you've had up against you, your allegations.
You stay with allegations.
Yeah, you're known to be that type of dude. And it's like, why would you think that would be funny to say?
Fake putting on a condom.
Rough times, man.
I'm not touching that one.
Yeah, see, and that's what takes away from it because like you can't even.
Right. Fuck it. Look, this motherfucker is too safe over there. All right, I'm calling Audible right now.
Audible, come on.
I told both of you guys when we first started planning episode 100.
Okay,
that you could each get one.
I don't think not on that topic.
Nah, we ain't
not on that topic.
Gonna do that topic. I'm gonna save you for that one.
I won't be the one to go on the ledge on that topic.
Yeah.
Wait, what were we talking about?
The condom. The Joe
no.
Budden
We're leaving that alone.
Okay,
I'm getting off this subject. I'm getting off this subject. Because y'all trying to be safe, so it's fine. I agreed to both of you guys that I would tell one unedited story about myself that is real life
story, or can we just have an ask?
You can have an ask.
You go first because you probably got better ones than I do. I wasn't around for a lot of my. I was only around for Batman.
Batman.
A state.
That's the only one I was around for.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm between two.
All right, take your time.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
The first one was just an ask.
Sure.
And I think it's a beloved ask of a lot of people that know you.
Oh Lord.
Go for it.
That we need a verse.
You're asking for a verse?
Yeah.
On the podcast right now?
No. We need a verse that you can play on the Gentleman's Club at a later date.
Hey, I like that. I ain't mad at that.
Who's making the beat?
Damn it, Donnie. I already reached out to him. I just forgot to follow up. I'm coming at you, sir. I'll be responding to you.
Now you can pick a sound effect. You can pick a sound effect. Yeah.
But
shout out David Donnie.
That was the ask. The question. Tell us one of the wildest journeys in a night that you've ever experienced.
One of the wildest journeys in the night that I've had.
Yeah.
See, I thought you were gonna go specific, but now you got to make me think back.
I'll make you think. I didn't want to go to the album release, but we can do the album release.
Ashton wants to talk about the album release.
No, the Batman.
I'll talk about the Batman story.
Yeah, we'll do Batman at some point.
Because Ashton wants me to tell this story because I got to think on this because there's some shit. Y'all see that Russell Wilson Subway commercial? Man, bro, just made me think about that or whatever.
Oh, you want to hear dangerous?
I live dangerous. It's like, yo, you want to know how dangerous I was? Oh, never mind. That's a little too dangerous.
Hey, that's you.
No,
you do that shit all the time.
I'll tell. No, fuck that.
Okay.
I'll tell.
All
right. So, album release party. So this is circa 2017.
Okay.
Yep.
That is actually, I shouldn't even put a date on it.
That's all
this is circa 2017.
Yep.
This is my first album. This is my first album that we put out.
What's the title of it?
What's the title for my first album? It was
Chronicles.
Chronicles. Yeah. I have like 1,000 shirts sitting around here somewhere. Yeah.
Right. So, still in stores. Chronicles. Go check it out.
No, it's on SoundCloud. Maybe if I haven't taken it down, I don't know. So anyway,
take it down, man.
So anyways, we did an album release party for this. I did a party bus from my place at the time to this place, this club in the city that is no longer there called Estate.
Really?
It's called
it's not
Azul now.
Really?
Yeah.
Azul.
Yeah. In my personal opinion, it had one of the best views of the skyline in the city.
Yeah, it was up there.
It was beautiful.
Like before all the Joy Districts, all that. Yeah.
It's top notch.
Yeah.
So we had a rooftop section. Mm-hmm. We had a rooftop section, and this is how sick in the head I was at the time. I was feeling myself leading up to this party.
He's like, I'm him.
So my roommate, I was him before him.
Okay.
So my roommate, me and him are sitting and talking. It's like, yo, I'm inviting this girl. I'm not naming anybody. I'm inviting this girl and this girl and this girl, and yo, it's gonna be a good time and da 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 da. And it's like, he's like, yo, why you inviting all these girls? It's like, man, because they all ain't gonna show. So I'ma just invite them, and whoever shows up, that's who I'm talking to that night.
Yeah.
Well, stupid me. Stupid me didn't realize that all these girls would jump at the opportunity to get bottle service on a rooftop bar in Chicago on a Saturday night. I invited 5.
How many showed up out of the 5?
5 RSVP'd going. And it was the Friday before. I was like, oh shit, I fucked up, didn't I?
Right.
Because now I'm talking to my roommate. It's like, all right, how do I handle this? He's like, bro, you're on your fucking own. I don't know why you did this dumb shit.
Right.
So 5 of 5 RSVP. Yeah, we coming. 4 of them showed up.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll get to number 5 at the end of the story. So this was very key to the success of Zach that night.
Yeah.
Bruh.
None of the 5 were on the bus.
That was smart. That was smart.
Yeah.
That was very smart. That was very smart.
I don't know
because whichever one came on the bus with you is going to be attached to you. You kind of got to stick with them the whole night and make sure that they okay. And it's just like, nah.
Yeah, I don't know if I thought that thoroughly through it. It's just that I think all the 5 of them were in this, lived in the city, were going to the cities, or already in the city that night for whatever reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, cool, this works. All right, now this gives me time to strategize.
Right.
So for anybody that lives in the Chicagoland area that's ever been to a state knows there are multiple ways, and I mean multiple ways,
that you can
get from the downstairs bar
to the top,
to the upstairs bar.
Right.
Yep.
There's 2 floors, right? 2 or 3 floors?
There's 2 floors.
3, because they had the sidebar.
Oh yeah, they do have the sidebar.
I was about to say
they do have the sidebar.
Yeah.
So technically, there's a mid level, there's a bottom level, a mid level, and an upper level.
Right.
I knew that bitch in and out.
Zach got there early.
He had the schematics there ready for him.
I got there with the bus.
Oh yeah.
I've just been there.
Yeah.
I just been there at this point multiple times. So I was like, all right, it is what it
And
is.
he's been planning the whole ride through. At one point, right before we pulled up, he got real quiet and real focused, and he was just like,
I had to be locked in. 'Cause I was like, all right, cool. So it goes to, so now I interacted with all 4 women there, and they never saw me communicating with the other ones the entire fucking night. So I would be having a conversation with one, I would see another one coming, and then I would always, and this is horrible, but this was the beautiful part of it being my album release party. I had the built-in excuse, yo, I see somebody I need to talk to, I'll catch up with you later. And then I just did the little spin move.
Yo, if anybody watches Atlanta, and you seen I think it's in the 1st or 2nd season of Atlanta.
At the bar?
And there was a club promoter who kept telling him he was going to get paid. He's like, no, figure it out. I got you. We going to get paid. And then he just slides into the wall, and it rotates, and the guy completely disappears. That was this nigga the whole entire night. That shit was hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
I never got any kind of sticky situation. That being said, I will say this. I did not have a good time.
I bet.
No, he was stressed.
I was like, hey.
I spent so much time just trying to avoid getting caught up.
Yeah.
That I missed a lot of shit. But at the same time, I had great conversations.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
The only time that we didn't even speak majority of the night, because anytime that I saw you standing next to me, I looked at you, you looked at me, and we laughed for about a good 5 minutes. And then I look to my left, and then I look back, and this nigga's gone again. Like, bro, it was insane. That shit was crazy.
I just needed somebody
I think
to know.
so-and-so's trying to get in. I got it.
Batman.
That shit was wild.
So man. That went on from about 10:30, 11 o'clock till about 3 in the morning when the party bus showed back up.
Yeah, it was rough, man.
Fun side note about the party bus. I think there were 40 people on the bus to the club.
But on the way back,
On the way back, it was 20. Yeah. I don't know what, like if they weren't at the club by the time the party bus showed up.
Yeah.
So motherfuckers just like made moves. I don't know what the fuck happened.
That's true.
But that
Some people was too fucked up. They couldn't make it.
Yeah. Some people had to get rides home other ways, and it was interesting.
Yeah.
So number 5,
Yeah,
you said I was gonna be honest.
yeah.
So all 5 girls that I invited RSVP'd, yes, they're coming. 4 out of the 5 actually showed up.
Right.
Number 5, wifey.
A round of applause for her, man. She didn't want to come be a part of your bullshit,
She didn't want to be a part of my bullshit.
right?
She did not want to be a part of my bullshit.
Smart. That's crazy.
I tell her all the time, I was like, yo, you picked a really good time to actually decide to like.
Did she ever say why she didn't come?
Yes.
Was this during the time that you guys were kind of in and out?
Yeah. No. So
Okay.
so for those that don't know, me and my wife, we had a 2-year period where we were pretty much in limbo,
Yeah.
and this was in the middle of that 2-year period.
Yeah.
2 years.
2-year period. So
I wonder if my love.
so allegedly, and I say allegedly, her best friend that was coming with her threw up in the Uber on the way. Yeah. So they had to they pre-gamed before they came, and they had to turn back around.
Look at God.
I got a question. How do you think it would have went if she did show up?
I don't think we would have made it. I don't think
so either, because if you guys were in limbo and she was stepping out and you was trying to be Batman,
if she would have seen, if she would have got
she
a
would have
whiff,
she would have been watching.
if she would have got a whiff,
She would have been watching.
If she would have got a whiff of me that night, she'd be like, "Yeah, I'm done with this dude." You kidding me? Because I was on that type of time.
Yeah.
I was.
That's rough,
I was 100% on that type of time.
2017.
That's rough.
My apologies to the other 4 that were there. I think one of them knows. No, actually, none of them know. If you hear this story, you know who you are. That's about all I can give to you.
That's tough.
That's
man.
about all I can give
That's
to
tough.
you.
It was still a decent night though.
Yeah.
It was a great night.
Yeah.
It was a decent night. You was
Came home to a platter of chicken wings at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Don't get no better
Actually,
than
I
that.
found a big ass container of weed on the bus after that. Actually.
What?
Damn.
Yeah.
I didn't even know about this.
Yeah. I was passing out baggies to everybody.
Fam, we could have came up. What are you talking about?
Nah, man. It's all
Fuck
good.
that. All right,
It's all
whatever.
good. Actually, and you know it's funny. I ended up running into the dude whose weed it was. I ended up running into him like at a party like 3 years later. Yeah.
Yeah, about that weed.
I was like, yeah, bro. I was like, shit. It was good though. It was on fire.
Where'd you get that from?
Yeah, for real.
Let me know your supplier.
No, it was decent. It was decent.
So, the other question that you asked me, what is the wildest night that I've had?
We can sidestep that one.
We can sidestep it, 'cause I really don't know.
mine, and I think Ashton,
Wait, what happened?
Mr. Cardell, still has a question for you.
Ashton still has a question for me. Okay.
Do I?
I
I don't think I do.
You don't?
All right.
No.
Remy, do you have a question?
Oh, shout out to Remy on the sidelines.
Gang.
Nah, I think I got more of a. I might have a question for you if you're willing to answer it.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
How? Okay, we talk about transitioning from running around
Yeah.
to settling down.
Yeah.
How was that process for you, sir?
Running around to settling down.
Yeah. Did you have any difficulties trying to make the transition?
Brand new Instagram.
I wasn't gonna put you out.
Brand new Instagram.
But yes.
It cancels all different things.
They canceled 90% of the
Beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful. That makes
Issues.
sense.
Well, I remember you actually tried to like clean your Instagram, but you kept getting blocked.
It was impossible.
Oh, yeah.
I could only unfollow like 10 people at a time, and I'm like,
That shit weird, bro.
I follow 2,000. There is no way.
I couldn't imagine, bro. And especially with the algorithms the way they are today, man, you don't even get a chance to see all of the people that you actually follow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, you know what? Let me get a new Instagram and kind of align myself with like the people I care to see their shit.
Happy to see that I made the cut on the new Instagram.
Yeah,
That's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
just barely.
I went through a lot of shit with Instagram recently.
Did you?
Yeah, trying to be
Your
in a
own,
relationship.
your own relationship?
Yeah, trying to be in a relationship and shit. Like that shit was a headache. And I'm over here like I don't even fucking use Instagram like this.
Was it like stuff that you're liking, or just like people
It was all of the above.
on the Instagram?
It was all of the above.
See, that's why I'm like, fuck it.
But I'm like, in comparison, like how I move on Instagram compared to how anybody else that I know.
Who's anybody else you know? Because I don't know, man.
He's referring to the
Yeah, the other.
Nigga, you follow more people than I follow on Instagram.
yeah.
I think like nothing on Instagram.
I think I'm the lowest man on the totem pole right now, follower wise.
Wait, what?
I don't follow a lot of people. I'm down to 300.
If I could,
It used to be 4,000.
If I could do what we do with the podcast's Instagram, I would do that 100%. I wouldn't follow anybody.
Right.
So I don't even give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, no, I get you. That shit was mad annoying though. I ain't gonna hold you.
But yeah, started a new Instagram, and I think that was like the bulk majority. Just because like my girl, she knows what's on the old Instagram. Like she knows that there's like 7 years of not being in a relationship.
Ain't shitness in there.
It's 7 years of singleness.
7 years of singleness, and like I've met people. Was a musician, and I was in a lot of different bars in Chicago.
Right, of course. You're one of the biggest cities, it's a melting pot out
I
there.
knew people, so
Yeah, new people. That's how we put it. We knew people.
I knew a lot of people.
You gotta say that though.
It's
That's
funny.
the only way you say it. It's like, oh no, no shorty.
It's funny because like,
No, you can't just say that.
I know.
I don't know nobody.
I know Shorty.
I don't know nobody.
No, I don't.
How well do you know her? That turns into the
It's
question.
funny.
It was like Zach, huh?
Funny situation, yo. So we went out. We went on a couples brunch. Me and one of my
Oh,
close
you
friends
saw one of your old work
and his
outside.
wife, my fiance, and like this girl walks up to the table. She's the server. He's like, "Hey, I know you," and I'm like looking at him like, "No, you don't.
Fuck you don't.
No, you don't.
You don't know.
You
her.
sit next to your wife. She looking at you like she said, "You need to know less people."
Damn, that's tough, man.
I said, "Why would he even say that?" She
can't-
wasn't even going. And then the worst part about it was like she was like, "I don't think I know you."
Oh, that makes it. Hey, I can't. I don't know if that makes it worse or not because then you look like the one
Yeah,
that.
now you look like a creep.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Hey, you got.
I'm not trying to speak on Buddy in no way,
Nah,
shape,
not
or
at all,
form,
not
it's
at all.
like,
But it
nah,
looks-
you keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
I told him. I
Yeah.
told him.
Keep your mouth shut, man. Nah.
You guys ever been in that position? You out seen something that you know?
Nobody that I know would come up to me.
No, I'm not saying that they came up to you. I'm just saying, do you see?
Oh, that's happened.
Yeah,
Keep moving.
yeah. You don't say anything.
I know. Wow.
Get a head nod, a little salute,
Right.
and I turn the other way. I don't see
I
nothing.
mean, when her sisters were in town, it was this girl I knew, and she walked in the club, and I knew she saw, and she was like, "I don't see you."
Oh, she played it. She kept it like that.
I'm like, I don't even really know you. Like, we said
That's-
hello,
But
a
still,
couple
at least
times,
she was.
but like,
That sounded like she was looking out to me.
yeah, that's cool by me.
Or maybe she was with her man.
Either way,
But her girl.
if
her
neither of
girl.
us speak, then we good.
It was her girl.
Ah.
It was her girl.
Oh, okay.
It's fire, man. Does that ever kill the ego?
What?
When they play different, play for the different team after you.
Like directly after you? Yeah, I mean, if it's directly after you, it's like, damn, did I do that?
I never had anybody switch up after me.
Yeah.
The most of them they were either single for a very long time
Right.
or they had a kid. I know a couple that had kids.
Yeah,
Like-
that's true. Right after.
And I'd
Yeah,
be like,
yo, the
happy
having
for you. Happy for
the
you.
having a kid or getting engaged right after. Ooh, I ain't gonna lie, that messes with the ego a little bit.
Yeah, if it's under
Motherfucker
like 6
don't.
months.
only for me because it's just like you ain't had to lie about that.
Yeah, it was going on already.
Like you could have kept that a buck with me.
I understand where you're coming from.
I've addressed one of those because we was actually tight, and it was just like, yo,
Could have just told me.
you could have just told me. Like we actually really cool,
Yeah.
and it was just like, fam. First of all, you could have told me. Second of all, you didn't have to just.
I looked at that from a completely different scenario.
What you mean?
Like they just wanted it, so whoever was up next was getting it.
That's
Yeah.
how I
Yeah.
thought at first too.
Yeah.
But I had noticed the signs beforehand. I had noticed the signs beforehand, but I'm still in the picture, so I'm like, all right, cool. Like, all right, yeah, obviously there's somebody really shooting. They trying to make you theirs for real,
Yeah.
and it's like I respect how quick it happened, but you also could have let me know. Like it was like
You didn't have to just duck me.
yeah,
I've
yeah.
had I've had a girl that I was entangled with.
Entanglements.
Shortly after I broke things off, she got pregnant, and then she later admitted to me, she was like, "Yeah, I stopped taking my birth control like in the middle of me and you seeing each other because like I was trying." I was like, "Oh,
She was trying to trap you.
oh for sure."
Oh yeah,
That's scary.
And then after I dipped, whoever was next was just next.
yeah,
that's scary shit, bro.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a married man.
That's scary stuff, man.
yeah,
That is scary stuff.
yeah.
Just be careful out there.
Yeah.
Put the condom on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put it on.
Or just
Put the condom on.
or
Make
just
sure that it's
or just
on.
stop sticking it in women that you do not even want to be in those types of situations. That
That too.
cancels
That
everything.
too.
That
Yeah.
cancels everything on some real shit.
That's it.
Like you don't have to hump everything that wants to hump you, fellas, on some real shit.
I mean, I feel like it's not the men. I feel like women are real horny these days.
Yeah, I don't think that's changed. And
No,
especially,
like I feel like they're
especially
more
now.
forward, like and expressive,
No, especially now.
and that's cool. But like, I don't know how a lot of men are taking to it.
I think men are becoming a lot of side pieces. I think men are becoming. They're turning into.
Wild statement.
No, I'm being dead.
And
ass.
hilarious.
No, I'm being dead. ass. A lot of side dudes or a lot of just for the moment type of guys.
Yeah.
So I mean, that shit don't feel good no more. I ain't gonna hold you.
You looking for something bigger?
Uh,
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
yeah, pause.
Pause.
But no, I definitely got to a
More
point.
in life.
Yeah, I definitely got to a point where it was just like, all right, this isn't fun for me. Like it's really not. It's just like, all right, cool. You could go out and meet somebody that could be attractive. You go home with them, and then afterwards, it's just like, bro, that shit was. At the end of the day, it was almost like a waste of time.
Yeah. Waste of your energy, your
Yeah.
peace.
Yeah, all of that shit. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Like you have your moments where you think about it. You see other people that are stepping out. They're going to those places. They're doing those things, and you be like, it sounds good in theory,
Yeah.
but actually going to do it and everything that comes with it, that shit,
It's draining.
it is, man.
It's draining and it gets old.
How do you stay in balance, man? You seem like you've been a busy guy.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Who, I?
Me?
yeah.
I feel like Monday through like Thursday, I'm at home. Like
Relaxing?
I don't do shit.
Really?
I just started going back to the gym, so
Okay.
that's been a big thing. And then like Friday and Saturday and Sunday, we get antsy, so we're like, let's do something. And
You was on a fiance tour
yeah
for a little bit.
Yeah, we had to. Hey, what's up, everybody?
A little bit of traveling here and there.
Yeah, and now like the kids, they're all like 16. She has younger siblings.
Okay.
And they're all 16 and triplet 16-year-olds. So
Right.
like that's a job by itself. So majority of the time we're helping out the family and making sure they're good. They got everything they need. So
How is it meshing her life with your life?
I think she's learned that I'm not as busy as she thought I was.
Okay.
I think like, back in the day, everybody say you here, you there, you there. And like real life, I'm not busy.
Right.
Like
You spending your time trying to just stay balanced and focus on what's
Yeah.
important to you.
Yeah, but like for her, I think the balance that we kind of struck was that as far as lifestyle, we just got to communicate with each other. Like as long as we talking to each other and like, hey, I got this going on Wednesday. Cool. I got happy hour Thursday. All right,
Right.
cool.
You guys got do you guys got the little calendar set up where you
I'm
write
trying, and
everything down?
she's not committed to it, man.
She'd rather just tell you about what's going on the day before.
Yeah.
Gotta do better, D.
They,
Gotta do better, D.
She's like, yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I thought I told you that.
Nah,
Bro,
that shit don't work out too
you
well.
ain't tell me that, but it's cool.
So this is episode 100. And
Okay.
obviously Josh was here for episode 1.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I don't remember exactly when.
Yeah, when did you leave? Do you remember what episode you left?
I can find it, but I kind of want to touch on like where, like obviously you're in a very different place. It was a little bit over 2 years ago we first started this podcast.
Yeah.
You're in a very different place. You went from toxic Joshy Ty to engaged man.
Yeah.
And the
Crazy.
fiance is doing the rollout all over social media. And I love it. I love it.
No, it's beautiful.
I 100%
It is. It
love
is
I
absolutely
support it.
beautiful. We're not clowning that at all.
Yeah.
But just kind of, Ash, can I ask you, like, what is your biggest takeaway since we started this podcast? Because we started this podcast, a conversation between the three of us is like, yo, I want to be, like I love being creative. I love having conversations about certain things. It's like, man, we have these hour-long conversations about shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, this is...
And we wanted to try to give more life to them.
Yeah, let's share it.
100%.
Share it with the world.
I would say that what I've seen in the transition since then,
Yeah.
those real, because not every single part of the conversations that we have makes it to the camera.
Yeah.
Those conversations are actually more so held between us.
Yeah.
And what I think happened in between that, I think that those conversations started to take form and action in each of our lives in different ways. So, and as much as we joked and kicked into the toxic side of the things that we experience and whatnot,
Yeah.
there was twice as much positivity and health and growth on the other side of that,
Yeah.
off side of the camera. And I think that stuff really started to take form.
Yeah.
And it was like Josh was, obviously Josh is in the city. Me and you are closer than he is.
Right.
Yeah.
Your lifestyle is already established. He was transitioning into a whole new lifestyle. I think that stuff just really started to take form in real time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like when you were saying, it was like, hey, man, I got some things I got to take care of. I'm going to be stepping away from the podcast. It was just like, all right.
That.
Yeah.
Because that's what we've been talking about anyway. We were just talking about growing.
Yeah.
So I think that stuff just really started to take form in real time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was no hard feelings about it. It was just like, all right, let's just keep doing what we've been doing.
Yeah.
But it's like, it ain't like this is the last time I seen you.
No.
You know what I mean? Because it's like anything that you have going on is just like, yo, we got this going on. Let's go support Josh.
Yeah.
Or Zach's got this going on. Let's go support Zach. So, I mean,
Yep.
the friendship stayed exactly where it was. People just started growing.
Yeah.
The last episode that Josh was on as a regular was April 2nd, 2001.
Damn, he left
It
me on
would've
my...
been-
Oh, yeah, he left me on my birthday.
It would have been
2021.
episode 2021, episode 36.
36.
Wow.
Damn, we've done a lot of these without you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Before I forget, because this is very important, shout out to Amanda.
Of course.
Yeah,
Round of
Amanda
applause for
was-
Amanda.
Yeah.
Miss her and love her dearly.
Same.
Amanda was a huge part of this podcast for a pretty significant chunk of the episodes that we have,
Of course.
in our catalog now. And she's part of some of our best episodes, period.
Of course. And that
So-
was great because
so-
we always needed a woman's perspective on this podcast.
Still
Yes.
do sometimes.
Still do sometimes.
But yeah, so I just wanted to make sure like we didn't like, granted, I didn't want to make this whole episode about a reflecting thing, but definitely like there's a lot that's happened, a lot that's changed. Like when we first started this podcast, I was just getting my feet wet into fatherhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like July 11th.
And
that
that-
was
yeah.
July 11th, 2020. We're in right in the heart of the pandemic and everything. Like my
Very much
son's
so.
only a few months old and it's just like, let's start a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, before that, I feel like we were all getting a lot closer.
For sure.
Just as a group. So we were doing this just without microphones. We're standing in your kitchen.
Yeah.
Just talking.
You're just talking.
And even after these mics go off, we're still going to stand in our kitchen and have more
And
conversation.
do more conversation.
So,
And
yeah.
then
Exactly.
we'd leave here and Josh be like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, bro, I'm about to go shoot. I'm about to go play some pool. And then we continue more and
Yep.
more conversations.
Yep.
And it's just like it was a very big part of my personal growth, especially during the time of the pandemic when everybody's having to sit with themselves
Yeah.
and figure out who they are and who they want to be going forward.
Yeah.
Like that shit was very pivotal. At least I know if I can speak to it in my life. That shit was very pivotal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
Likewise.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so it turned out to be a beautiful thing, and now
Josh is getting ready.
well, it's a beautiful thing.
But
Man.
we have guests upstairs waiting to celebrate Joshy Ty for his
of course.
birthday.
Of course.
Yes.
Like I said, my wife made a birthday cake for you. Thank you. So we're going to shut this down. We're gonna shut this down. We got
I still got drink in my cup. I'm still comfortable on the couch. Hey, what you said?
My ass is hurting, man. y'all got
Get your
upgraded
ass on
seats.
camera then, nigga.
Come on.
Figure it out.
Come on.
Y'all got upgraded seats. I did not.
That's tough, man. That's tough. As soon as I sat down, Zach.
The new aesthetics of the podcast are great. They look phenomenal. We upgraded a whole lot of shit.
No.
Where I sit, exactly the fucking same.
That's tough, man. And as soon as I sat down, Zach was like, "You look like you ready to pod for 3 hours."
Oh yeah, easily right now.
You definitely could.
But let's go celebrate my man's Josh. Dirty 30.
Crazy.
Let's celebrate him. Let's do what we got to do, man.
Of course.
And here's to another. Fuck it, man. Raise your goddamn cups up.
Of course.
In there. Here's to another fucking 100.
Yes,
Another 100 episodes.
another 100.
And another 100 years.
yes. 100 all around.
Every Tuesday, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. This has
Yeah.
been another episode of the Gentlemen's Club Podcast.
Hey.